Okay, welcome back everyone to the Survivor Stark channel. Yes, this is a video I thought was inevitable, and I'm just gonna get this out of the way first. I have a lot of hate towards Ozzy as a game player on Survivor, but big but here, I do appreciate him as a character. I think it was a good episode to kind of get that backstory with his father. I think that was a great moment. I'm kind of glad we got to see after, seeing Aussie in all these different seasons. I think we had it with Siri and her dad in the love letter. I think it was the episode before this like kind of character development, even in their 5th season. I love Survivor for doing that. Let me know what you think about that. I think we really are just treated with this kind of character development so late into their respective Survivor careers. So let me get that out of the way. But now we must discuss how I think Ozzy has been overrated as a game player all season long, and this is what I expected at some point. And first off, how did he lose? Well, I hate to break it to you, Ozzy. As soon as you lost Siri, you were like a chicken with your head cut off. I cannot believe we saw it in a season like 50. The Andy play from Survivor 47 to Rachel. Unbelievable. In a season 50 caliber roster, we saw that play, a genuine attempt at that play. Baffling to me. Let me get that out of the way. So Aubrey obviously takes advantage of this moment, is able to get someone with an idol out, doesn't play the idol. That's why Ozzy lost, because he got so confident he didn't play an idol, and Aubrey took advantage of that, made a great play there by Aubrey. Hats off to Aubrey. Why she has lots of winner potential with her edit, another play like that, kind of increasing her stock a little bit, even though not everyone wants to hear that. I think it is a strong case for her to win the game at this point. But Ozzy, I think one of his biggest flaws as a player is, once again in the season, I think we always see Ozzy is a very emotional, he really puts his emotions into the game, which is, I think, kind of why he is so beloved as a character, is he does take everything a little personally. We see it time and time again, all the way from his first appearance through South Pacific, through Game Changers to now. And we see it here with his boot. So we see this emotional thing where he takes it all personally. He's like, guys, I'm so close to the end. I've tried so hard. I want this so bad. Well, dude, Ozzy, this is a big season. $2 million just got added, or $1 million just got added to the pot. It's worth $2 million now. People are not going to respond kindly to that at all. You have to be aware that that is not going to work out for you. No one's here to give a pity award. Ozzy was so reliant on Siri this season. I honestly think, I don't know, and people are still saying he had a much improved season, and I don't even find that to be the case. I think his whole game has literally just been Siri being the boss that she is and saving him time and time again. His name has been on the chopping block for the last few episodes, and Siri is there to, lay down the hammer, let everyone know that's not going to happen. So when you get split off from Siri and you don't have these numbers, you don't have that person to save you. Everyone is aware of this. Everyone knows Siri's there's not a threat of Siri to make a play here. Aubrey has a great opportunity to take the idol out, gets everyone. She did a great job, I think, of displaying how Ozzy's approach and how tight he was with Siri. Atrocious play by Ozzy, with all due respect. I know you have a great friendship with Siri, but saying straight up, I'm going to take her to the end, no doubt about it. Okay, well, why does anyone want to hear that? If Siri's taking a spot, that means there's only one spot next to you. That is not what anyone wants at all. You cannot do that. Absurd to me. So that was just obviously a big mistake from Ozzy. Didn't trust the gut. When you have an idol in a 5-person tribal that your name has been mentioned, Siri has told him every time, Ozzy, your name's getting thrown around. He's like, whoa, do I play the idol? Do I play the idol? And you're in a 5-person tribe split. That idol, you cannot get more valuable than that in a numbers aspect. The reason why idols are so powerful later down the line is you get to these smaller and smaller numbers, that idol is just able to protect you from a 1 in 5 shot as opposed to a 1 in 10 as a target. So You also can look back relationship-wise with Ozzy is everyone kind of tiptoes around him. We saw it with the Christian scenario, like there he blew up after getting blindsided. It rubs people the wrong way, I think. And as a game player, Ozzy did nothing to differentiate himself from Siri once they got, tied back up at the merge. I think Ozzy made one good thing I really liked about Ozzy is that attempt to get Angelina out to get closer to Mike White. I thought that was a pretty strategic play by him. Obviously, Christian just outplayed him there, and that's not really his fault. I don't think he should have seen that coming by any means. And he was trying to build his own alliance, get Mike White really close to him. That got blown up. And once that happened, Ozzy really didn't do enough to kind of go out and find these relationships. Yes, we saw that he had kind of these somewhat bonds, at least, with Joe, Jonathan, Stephanie. But I feel like that was more of a mutual thing that, they needed that for their game as well. Ozzy, I don't think, was the guy that started these relationships and was planting them himself, making his own initiative to get these relationships. So I think that's just what the consensus of these old school players wanted to work with him because they thought as him as a potential ally in number. I think that's a pretty reasonable take to make. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think Ozzy was deliberate with his relationships, or I kind of think they kind of just came to him just on the position he was in and the status he has? And Ozzy at this point, I think he still has a pretty big ego. And everyone does. I mean, they all have it in different ways, different levels of ego, obviously. But his is pretty significant. I think it's pretty clear to see that. He gets full of himself a little bit too much, and he thinks that he is owed something in this game that gets to his head, unfortunately. We see it here. I think he was owed kind of a... I don't even know how to describe it. He was owed the opportunity to get to the finals by everyone because of what he's done for the game and kind of just the journey that he's had through Survivor, which, Ozzy, it's $2 million. People are out here to, cut heads off, backstab people, and get to the end and win. That's the number one mindset right now in Rizzo. Kind of blind trusting Rizzo when you haven't seen his game on 49. They brought him back for a reason. I think you have to appreciate that he is a good game player. And hats off to Rizzo. I think his theatrics at being kind of this immature, just loving the game super fan type guy kind of really works well for him. People are seeing a lot of Rizzo hate right now. That's what I'm seeing. I think he's playing a pretty solid game still. And I don't know if the edit has been great for him, but from what I've seen, he's been playing a pretty great game. Him and Siri both have. I don't think one of them is playing bad, one of them's playing good. I think they both are playing great. And I always thought Aussie was not playing great, unfortunately. But yeah, so you get naive on Rizzo. Rizzo, you have to appreciate that he's a strategic player. You would think so. He has his idols still. He's kept that. I think him being so cool and calm with that, that's got to be a telltale sign. So putting your blind faith in him, and yeah, just break one of the worst plays I've ever seen is telling that whole Siri thing. It's just baffling to me. It really is baffling to me. So on a fundamental Survivor standpoint, how do you do that? Oh man. I think Ozzy just really was way too reliant on Siri, and when Siri isn't there to save him, or Siri doesn't want to save him, that didn't happen in this game. I'm saying in that scenario, he would be gone 110%. It's just not a game that you can expect to win with, and it would take a Fabio-level miracle, I think, to get to the end and get the votes to win. Because at the end of the day, I don't think the jury, you make some garbage Andy pitch to try and get jury votes. The current jury, who are they going to vote? What's your final three? If you're taking Siri, you have zero chance of winning. Zero, because they respect and like Siri, I think, more than you, just because of who Siri is and the game that she's been playing. Absolutely fabulous. And it's just too blind to see that ego-wise, I think. And that's unfortunate for him. I think without Siri, we do just see another Aussie being Aussie. I don't think he has really changed that much as a player. I think he's still the great character that a lot of people love him as. And he really does care about the game. And that's what I like about Ozzy. That's what I commend him on, is he is so passionate about it, and that's what I love to see from someone on this island. Someone that wants to be there and is really just there to not just, get like the publicity, get the fame, but it just really loves the game and is there to live and play the game. But I think that's going to do this one here. I just think Ozzy just socially and just strategically was so just unaware, did not have a good pulse on the game at all, and was just unable to get it done. Because when you're on this caliber with these players, you have to be thinking individually, and he was thinking, Siri is my number one. I have a great bond with her. Let me take her to the end, when that was just never going to work out. And you kind of just played a very immature, like Rizzo. Once again, Rizzo's correcting Coach, Rizzo's correcting Aussie. I think that speaks volumes to how those players, Coach and Aussie, haven't evolved as much as we would have hoped. But this is going to do this one, so I hope you have a nice morning, afternoon, good night. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong about Aussie? Am I too much on the hate train? You can be honest. I can take it 100%. So let me know why. Maybe I'm missing something, but I hope you have a nice... I already said that part. Peace.